Are Chaos Dwarf Warriors any good? Yes, and they're solid, but I want to go into details about how you use them. I'm also going to cover great weapons separately because there was plenty for one video in this case. There's a reason I did the blunderbuss video first. Chaos Dwarf Warriors are great at holding a line, favoring melee defense, missile block, pretty heavy armor, and speed 28. That's right, 28! As axe infantry, they attack slower than standard melee, so they're tilted toward defense. They're very good at defense, but they'll still hit hard against low armor infantry like these Empire swordsmen. But I'm using hobgoblin options. Why? Because you can see what these units can do in a mixed army. If it was melee troops, they'd be like, we can hold the line better than any of you. We have higher leadership, we have more armor, we last longer, we have bigger shields. Why are you even here? Why do you even exist? Hey, they have contempt for a reason. Now with a blunderbuss force, and in general, what they excel at is sealing the edges of a battle line, because the blunderbuss units usually dominate the center. You don't want to obstruct your best damage dealers. The shields, the charge defense versus large, it doesn't help them kill cavalry, but it makes them extremely cavalry resistant. This means they are ideal for holding the flanks, either to reinforce hobgoblins or do it all by themselves. I've won entire battles by having them bump up against an obstruction and funneling a larger armor into my kill zone, or banging against the Chaos Dwarfs long enough for my kill zone to be emptied. You're seeing both of these things at work in this difficult convoy battle. 2 Vargeist units and 1 Terrorgeist are simply too much for this warrior's unit to handle. They terror and damage rout and are driven off the field, but the blunderbusses brutalize these large targets, and I can then turn and gradually grind down the rest of the battlefield with them. Somehow I picked up Chosen of Slaanesh to help, but I also have this second unit of warriors in a pitched fight against Black Knights and friends. In prolonged melee, the Black Knights are at their weakest, but it still takes time for the blunderbusses, without an ideal line of sight, to help clean the Knights off of them with raking, flanking fire. But the Chaos Dwarf Warriors hold. That's their job. They did their job. They lasted. They persevered. What I've covered is the unit in its base form. Things get a lot more fun once you start going crazy with the Hellforge. If nothing else, get Frenzy on your units. You still attack slower, a lot slower than those Chosen of Slaanesh did, but plus 10 to melee attack while leadership remains high is an extremely good upgrade for low cost. And one more thing, Hellforge upgrades apply to Garrison and Convoy Dwarf units too. Fun times, friends. Fun times. Please like, subscribe, and consider donating to my Ko-fi account in the description. I need your support. Thanks.